Also, this is a live look right now it's a picture sent to us by CENTCOM. It's a look at the U.S. Marine aboard the USS New Orleans, monitoring traffic at the Strait of Hormuz that is currently under full military control by the Iranians. And it comes as the president said yesterday the critical waterway was open and ready for business. Right now, we are awaiting new negotiations between the U.S. and Iran. The president says that will happen between today and tomorrow. So let's go out to Matt Finn. He is live in the Middle East. He has been tracking this changing story really by the hour. Matt, what are you hearing right now?
Well, Aisha, shortly after the president and Iran announced that the Strait of Hormuz was open yesterday, Iranian officials started to post online that it was not, and that Iran still had conditions to pass through the strait. And that included that there were supposed to be no military vessels out there, that the ships had to be okayed by Iran, and that any vessels had to go through a designated route by Iran. So essentially that the strait was not free and clear open. Now today, an intelligence official tells our Trey Yinks that the Iranian regime is in control of the strait. That official writing, the Strait of Hormuz is under full IRGC control and effectively closed at this moment. Multiple vessels have been forced to turn around since this morning as they attempted to pass through the strait. The IRGC opened fire on at least one vessel as part of the closure policy they declared last night. Now, yesterday, President Trump and the Iranian foreign minister announced the strait is open. But shortly afterwards, Iranian officials started to say it was not, and that Iran may even want payments. Now, also here in the Middle East, Israel's IDF claims the 10-day ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon is not solid either. The IDF posting today there was a Hezbollah ceasefire violation. Since the ceasefire came into effect, IDF soldiers south of the Yellow Line in southern Lebanon identified several incidents in which terrorists violated the ceasefire understandings by approaching from north of the Yellow Line toward IDF soldiers, posing an immediate threat. In order to remove the threat, the IDF conducted precise strikes against the terrorists and terrorist infrastructure sites. Now, the president has said that the second round of peace talks could possibly be happening in Pakistan, but now as Iran claims it has control of the strait again and is firing at ships, it's not clear if the two-week ceasefire, which we're in the middle of, will be extended or scrapped altogether. Here's the president last night on that.
If you don't have a deal by Wednesday when the ceasefire ends, will you extend the ceasefire or will
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I won't extend it. Okay. But the blockade is going to remain. But maybe I won't extend it. So you have a blockade, and unfortunately, we'll have to start dropping bombs again.
Also today, the new supreme leader of Iran has been posting some ominous, threatening messages on X as well, Aisha.
Matt, you are just south of a town called Ras Al Khaimah. I've actually got friends there that's closer to the strait. But you're in a country, that the UAE, that's been taking a lot of incoming in the last couple of weeks here from Iran. I know this ceasefire is supposedly in place. What's the mood there? I mean, what are you seeing and hearing from the people on the ground there that have just been in the thick of all of this?
Yeah, we were hearing thunderous, loud explosions in the sky right above us as the UAE was intercepting drones and missiles for weeks. But then it's been calm here. It has been much more calm, and the atmosphere has been better in midst of the ceasefire. And to be honest, people in the area, many of them are living normal lives. You know, today people were out on the beach, people were out on the water. But, you know, people that we're talking to as well say many hotels have closed, that there are people who are trying to stay safe, and a lot of Americans certainly have fled.
Yeah, Lucas Tomlinson told us that the hotels are empty and restaurants are empty, and a lot of folks have just gotten out of there and gone to a different country. Our Matt Finn, great work out there. Thank you so much. Great to see you.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.